there, tennis friends, and welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna talk about volleys. Okay, so we're gonna cover forehand and backhand volley, but we're not also gonna talk about the regular volley that you get here. We're gonna talk about low, medium, and high volley on your forehand and low, medium, and high volley on your backhand. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna start with is your positioning on the court when you are hitting the volley. Where are you on the tennis court? So you don't want to be too far back, you don't want to be around here, and you also don't want to be too close. So you want to be somewhere around in this area on the court, and this is where you will hit your volleys, or the majority, or you will try to be here. You know, we as coaches like to say things. The game is not perfect, so you can't always be in that perfect spot. But as long as you try to be in about this position, you have a good outcome of your volley. So why is it we don't want to be all the way back here when we're hitting volley? Well, the answer is very simple. When you're here, whoever's playing against you on the baseline, even at the net, they can feed the ball at your feet, and it's a very difficult position to hit a volley down here, right? So we don't want to be in this position, and we want to be situated somewhere around here on the tennis court. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about is your stance. How are your feet? How are you standing on the court when you are hitting volley? So ideally, when you're hitting your volley, you'll be in a semi-open stance, right? So this is the semi-open stance on your forehand. Why do we need that stance? So when you're in a semi-open stance, that allows you to step in and hit the volley, right? If you're in closed stance, you're kind of trapped in that stance, and you can't have that forward motion that the semi-open stance allows with the step forward. This is the stance. Next thing that we're going to talk about is where is your racket situated. So it's very important that when you're in a ready position, number one, your racket, it's not down here. Your racket has to be in front of your face like this, in this position. And when you, let's say, get in your semi-open stance, you see that the racket is already to the side. So actually from here on, you are not swinging back, right? You're here, this is it. All you have to do is meet the ball, tap it, and step in with it. So this is the way it works. Split step, turn, step in, hit, right? Okay. Next thing is obviously your recovery. So you're hitting here, you just had the racket to the side, contact point is in front of you, you just contacted here, you stepped in, and now you have to recover, right? So split step is essential step of your volley. You have to do it every time if you have the time. Sometimes we don't, but ideally, if you can, do the split step. That allows you to recenter and get ready for the next ball that may be coming on your backhand, right? So you're ready for that. So what I just showed you, it's the medium-high volley. Next thing that I'm going to show you, it's the low volley. So the low volley, it's a ball that essentially comes at your feet, right? Even if you're in this distance, it's kind of good to be at. An experienced player can hit the ball at your feet here. So what do you do? A lot of, intermediate recreational players, their first reaction is to dip the racket down. This is a very bad position. You don't want to do that. So what you want to do, if you have the time, you're going to split step, turn, you're going to get low and try to hit the ball here. That allows you to place the ball, to still have a little bit of control over the ball. Then if you pop the racket down here, the ball is going up somewhere on the court. Whoever's playing against you is going to move in and put that ball away. You don't want to be in this situation. So what you want to do again, you want to bend, get low. You're still in control here. From here I can hit cross court and I can hit down the line. So this is what I want to do. Last and not least, on your forehand, it's the high volley. Same preparation, split step, turn. My racket's a little bit higher already, right? I'm turning my rackets to the side. It's the same thing. The only difference here is that you can allow yourself a jump, right? So from here, I'm aiming a high ball, and I can not only step in, but I can jump and also close that ball and be aggressive on it, right? When you're at the net, you want to be aggressive. You don't want to like play around and do silly things. You want to close off the point. So one more time, if you have a high ball, you're gonna split step, turn in a semi-open stance, racket high, getting up for that ball and stepping in, okay? So now we're gonna continue on the backhand side. So on the backhand side, we are essentially going to do about the same thing on the backhand side, right? We're gonna split step, turn to the side. You see, I'm not swinging back. With the turn, my racket is going to the side. I am in a semi-open stance. From here in, I'm stepping in, contacting the ball in front of me, hitting it, and then recovering. Okay, I'm showing you one more time. Split step, turn, step in, hit, recover. Right? So the same thing about positioning is also about the backhand volley. You don't want to be too close, right? Where if you hit the net, you don't want to be in this position, but you also don't want to be all the way back here because whoever's playing could feed the ball at your feet. So somewhere around this area. Okay, so we covered the medium high ball. Now we're gonna cover the low volley. We're gonna split step, turn, get low, and get under the net like this. From here, remember, we can place the ball. Again, we have control. What we don't want to do is to dip the racket down and try to hit it from here. That's a very difficult shot to hit. And also there's a great probability that your ball is also going in the net. So showing the low volley one more time. Split step, turn, get low from here, boom, hitting here, maybe there, recovering with the split step. And last but not least, on your backhand side, it's the backhand high volley. So we're gonna split step, we're gonna turn, we're gonna lift the racket higher, obviously, because the ball is high. We're gonna, remember here, we can jump in like on the forehand, aiming for that ball that is high, jumping in, closing it, and recovering. Okay, this is for two-handed backhand volley. You can do that. Split step, turn, lift the racket, step in, and hit. Close off on the ball. Okay guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you like any of my equipment that I'm using, I will have it linked below and you can check it out.